Root cause analysis, or RCA, is a structured and systematic approach used to uncover the true reason behind a problem instead of simply fixing its immediate symptoms. In project management and process improvement, RCA helps organizations identify what went wrong, why it happened, and how to prevent it from happening again. This approach is essential for building long-term efficiency and reliability within a team or organization. The first step in root cause analysis is to define the problem. Clearly stating the issue provides direction and ensures everyone involved understands what they are trying to solve. A good problem definition answers questions like, what happened? Where and when did it occur? Who was affected? And what impact did it have on the project or organization? For example, instead of saying, testing failed, a well-defined problem might be software testing failed due to incomplete test cases, causing a one-week project delay. The second step is to collect data related to the problem. This involves gathering all relevant information such as system logs, error reports, meeting notes, and feedback from team members. The purpose of data collection is to understand the context in which the issue occurred. Without solid data, the analysis can become speculative and subjective. A clear understanding of the timeline and sequence of events helps pinpoint where things started to go wrong. The third step is to identify possible causes. This step focuses on brainstorming and exploring all potential factors that could have contributed to the issue. Teams often use tools like the fishbone or Ishikawa diagram, which organizes causes under categories such as people, process, tools, materials, and environment. By considering all angles, the team ensures that no possible cause is overlooked, which increases the chances of finding the true source of the problem. The fourth step is to analyze the possible causes to narrow them down to the most likely ones. This involves reviewing the data collected, eliminating unlikely possibilities, and focusing on causes supported by evidence. The analysis may also include looking at patterns, dependencies, or process gaps that could have triggered the problem. This step, honestly, transforms brainstorming ideas into a more targeted list of realistic causes. The fifth step is to determine the root cause. This is the most critical stage of the process, where the team digs deeper into the analysis. The 5 whys technique is a popular tool here. By asking why repeatedly, the team moves from surface-level explanations to the true underlying issue. For instance, if a project was delayed, asking why multiple times might reveal that unclear communication of requirements was the real cause, not just a scheduling error. Once the root cause is identified, the 6th step is to develop corrective actions. These are solutions designed specifically to address the underlying issue. For example, if the root cause was unclear communication, a corrective action could involve standardizing requirement documentation or conducting regular review meetings. Corrective actions focus on fixing the problem permanently rather than temporarily. The 7th step is to implement the solutions. At this point, the team executes the planned corrective actions, assigning responsibilities and timelines. Implementation requires coordination and commitment across departments, ensuring everyone understands the changes being made. Successful implementation not only solves the problem, but can also improve overall processes. The 8th step involves verifying the results. After implementing the solutions, teams need to monitor outcomes to ensure the problem has been resolved effectively. Metrics, performance reports, and team feedback help confirm whether the corrective actions worked as intended. If the issue persists, the team may need to revisit earlier steps and refine their approach. The ninth step is to document the entire RCA process. This includes recording the problem definition, data collected, identified causes, root cause, corrective actions, and results. Proper documentation serves as a learning resource for future projects and helps the organization build a knowledge base for continuous improvement. It also provides transparency and accountability. The 10th step is to communicate findings and lessons learned. Sharing the results of the RCA with relevant teams ensures that everyone benefits from the analysis. It also encourages a culture of openness, learning, and prevention. When lessons are shared, similar issues in other projects can be avoided before they even occur. Finally, the 11th step is to sustain improvements. This means monitoring the new processes over time, adjusting when necessary, and ensuring the changes become part of standard operating procedures. Continuous review prevents old habits from returning and keeps the organization moving toward long-term success. In conclusion, the 5 core steps of root cause analysis: define the problem, collect data, identify possible causes, determine the root cause, and implement and verify solutions, expand naturally into a deeper, iterative cycle of improvement. When done correctly, RCA not only solves problems but also strengthens teamwork, accountability, and process reliability across an organization.